Hey YouTube, this is Jaden Storm coming from Team Shadow Strike with a random video. It has absolutely nothing to do with Vanguard in this one. I'm going to be talking about, for all of you those like me who like to indulge yourself, and I have them right here, in Pokemon, then you should know what is coming up in the Pokemon game universe, and that is in November we are going to get a remake of, or a reboot, I guess I should say, of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, except they're being called Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Not sure I'm crazy about the name, but who knows, this might be something to talk about. And I honestly didn't think about to watch this movie, except tonight I was literally sitting here bored out of my fucking mind. And I decided to see if there was anything good on Netflix, and the Black and White series is on Netflix. And it's obvious to me that the Pokemon anime is probably not making them as much popularity as it did in the early stages. I mean, to me it just seems like, especially with the anime, all they've done is just pretty much transfer characters over and just put them in another body. Like, I honestly don't know why in every single one of these there has to be that one guy who's always making fun of Ash or anything like that, and he's always a dick, and I just don't get it, you know. So it seems clear to me that the only thing the world of Pokemon that has going for it anymore is the game, meaning the trading card game, and their DS games. Because the anime, I've come to the conclusion it just sucks. And don't tell me, well, Jaden, you gotta watch 5, 6, 7 episodes. I'm on episode... Give me a second. I just finished watching episode 10, so I gave it 10 episodes and not impressed. So that's about all you get out of me before I just say, you know, screw it, I'm done. So in this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what I hope to see in the new Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. God, those names are weird. I'm going to talk about what I hope to see, things that just kind of like my thoughts on the games. And then in the comment section below, you can share your thoughts with it on me, because I'm sure when the games come out, I'll do a video showing you when I get them, and I'll probably do a game review of it after I beat one of them or something like that. So anyway, here we go. My hopes for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Number 1, I know this is a reboot, or a remake, or another, or whatever you want to say. But I don't want to see the exact storyline again. I don't want to see, basically, you took the Game Boy Advance game and put it in a 3DS, gave it 3D graphics, and we follow it step by step by step by step by step. I want to see something new. You know, I want to see a different storyline, maybe. Dare I say, you know, like how when White and Black came out, and then when Black and White 2 came out, I mean, and you know how the story kind of flipped? What if you did something similar to that with Ruby and Sapphire? I mean, they haven't, at least I haven't been able to find anything like what the story is or what they're going to necessarily do for the story. So I'm going to be very interested to see what they do here, because I'm hoping we see something completely new. I don't want to see, basically, they took the same story that we played on the Game Boy Advance. Do you remember the Game Boy Advance? They kind of look like the 2DS, actually. And, you know, back in the big game cartridge days, I don't want to see a remake of that game. Now, granted, the Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, I think it's safe to say it's one of people's favorite regions, because you got to remember, guys, the Hoenn region brought us a lot of new things. Because beforehand, we never had Pokemon genders. We never, not genders, natures. We never had a timid Pokemon, or a modest Pokemon, or a calm Pokemon, or a quirky Pokemon. You know, and why quirky? What next? Are they going to add hipster? You know, we never had that, so that was new. Pokemon abilities. Things that people now build their team around are just the abilities. So that was introduced to the Hoenn region. Also, weather was introduced. It's sunny day. It's a rain. And personally, those move irritate the fuck out of me. So if you ever want to battle me, please don't battle me with your rain dance team or your sunny team. Because honestly, every time I battle and I see someone go, the sun is shining bright, it is raining, it makes me want to throw my 3DS across the room because it's just annoying. I don't get too involved in what the Pokemon are as far as their IVs and things like that. I try to just remember this is a game. It's supposed to be for fun. I mean, everyone is competitive with something, and if being Pokemon competitive is your thing and you max out all the IVs, that's cool. I'm not gonna lie that I try and do that sometimes, but I'm not as focused on it as other people are. I just never have been able to get into it, and plus, I don't really understand how all that breeding shit works. I know it might seem simple to you, but it's just just not for me. That's why I normally just have my friends do it for me, and then I do something for them, because I have a friend who is really good at all that shit, and I just tell him, okay, here's what I want, and that's what I want, and I'll trade you, or I'll do something for you, it's kind of a scratch my back, I scratch your kind of thing, and my friend Zach, he's the specialty guy in that area, so I just let him take care of that shit. But also, guys, like I've told you, if you want to add me as a friend, I'll tell you my friend code here real quick. Well, on second thought, guys, when I post this video, because my X is still turned on, I'll just put my friend code in the comment section below. If you want to add me, feel free to. If you do add me, please put your friend code down there too, and I will add you. And also tell me what your name is. Don't just give me your friend code. Just also tell me your name, just so, just to make sure. So make sure you put that down there. So if you do copy my friend code, put your friend code down there, and I will add you. So I'm more than happy to do that with you guys. If you ever want a Pokemon battle or trade, I'll admit I don't have the best trades, but I am willing to trade what I have. So throwing that out there. So my number one hope is I want to see something different. Please do not. We have been waiting for a Ruby and Sapphire remake forever. So I really doubt they're going to do a complete copy, stick and paste. If they do, it's probably going to be one of Pokemon's biggest mistakes. It might even cost them a lot of money, so they better hit one out of the park with this, because a lot of people thought after Black and White the series would be over, and then here comes X and Y. Well, normally what they do is in between these series, if you haven't caught on, in between the Black and White, they remake one of the older ones while they're making another region. So right now, they're giving us Ruby and Sapphire to pacify us while they come up with something for after X and Y, if there even is, but we don't even know. So, that's why X and Y better be good. So anyway, number 2. Give me some more Mega Pokemon. I want more Mega Pokemon. I just thought of a few favorites of mine that was introduced in the Hoenn region. I really liked Metagross. It was a giant rock, steel-type psychic. It was just fucking cool. And I love shiny Metagrosses. They are just, oh my god, cool. So I love Metagross. I'd love to see him get a Mega Form. Salamence, this is one that people have been calling for forever, because Salamence is a very popular Pokemon. So I really would like to see him get a Mega Evolution. I think that'd really be cool. Sharpedo, this was one of my favorite Pokemon. I remember when I very first was playing through Ruby and Sapphire for the first time, when I saw Carvanha, I just thought, ooh, that looks like a cool Pokemon, and my first Pokemon that I ever started out with in Ruby and Sapphire was Torchic, because I had the little crappy guidebook that my mom got with it for me. So when she bought me the games for, I think it was my birthday or Christmas or whenever the hell they came out, and I just kind of flipped through and looked at the first 3 starters in their final forms, and I saw Blaziken, and I was just in love with Blaziken. So I hope we see more Mega forms, and I'd love to see Salamence get one. I'd love to see Sharpedo get one, because when I looked ahead and I saw Carvana evolved into a shark, and I've always really liked sharks. I think they're really cool. So if Sharpedo got a Mega Evolution, I would be happy. And also Zangoose. Zangoose, it's a Pokemon that does not have an evolution. And as far as I know, there isn't one, or at least not one coming to my head. So if one just flies over my head on this, I apologize. I don't... Wait, yeah, there is. Pinsir. Pinsir has a Mega Evolution. I would love to see Zangoose get one. I remember when I first saw Zangoose, I was like, I have got to have this Pokemon. He just looks so cool. You know, so... Zangoose is one of my favorite Pokemon, so I would love to see him get a Mega Evolution. I think he's really, really freaking cool. The shiny form of Zangoose is pretty badass, too. So, tell me in the comment section below, what is a Pokemon from the Hoenn region you'd like to see get a Mega Evolution? We already know, or at least it's been confirmed, that Sableye is going to get one. But, you know, I'd like to see some more Mega Evolutions. Now, we also already know that Mudkip and Trico are getting Mega Evolutions too. Swampert and Sceptile. But I don't think that was a big surprise. I mean, guys, okay, if between the three starters, Mudkip, Torchic, and Trico were your three starter choices, and only one of them got a Mega Evolution, that'd be pretty stupid. So I think it's fair to say we all expected Swampert and Sceptile to get a Mega Evolution. Swampert is going to stay water and ground. Sceptile becomes a grass dragon. Oh my god. So these, these are obvious. Also, I would like to see, okay, you know how in X and Y we got a Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle? Dare I say halfway, maybe second city like it was in X and Y, we get another starter Pokemon? You know, let's see, first they gave us Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle. Maybe in this one we get either Cyndaquil, Totodile, or Chikorita? You know, just something to think about, you know? I mean, I think it'd be cool if they did that again, but you know what? If they didn't want to, that'd be cool, because if they didn't, then it's like, well, they just put Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander in there to reintroduce Mega Pokemon. But hey, just an idea. I'd like to see it. So in the comment section below, tell me what kind of Mega Pokemon you'd like to see. Another thing I'd like to see, I'd like to see Team Magma and Team Aqua both be antagonists. Like, they decide to join together. Now, I know this doesn't make sense because Team Magma wants Groudon, Team Aqua wants Kyogre, but again, this goes back to my first point. I don't want to see a copy-paste remake. Because if you play Ruby, where Team Magma is the people you run into all the time, it seems like Team Aqua doesn't have a problem with you because you're battling Team Magma. Then if you play Sapphire, it's flipped. Team Aqua has a problem with you and Team Magma doesn't. I want to see some kind of storyline where they're both against you. It doesn't seem like, I mean, I know in Ruby, like Team Aqua, they're not on your side. They don't have a beef with you because you're not going after them. I would like to see both of them somehow both be the bad guys. We know Groudon and Kyogre are going to have some other kind of form, so maybe they join together to, I don't know, take control of these two legendary Pokemon to take over the Hoenn region, you know? So maybe something like that. I would like to see them both be in both games. Like for the people who only get Omega Ruby at first, get to see both of them. Or if you get Alpha Sapphire first, you get to see both of them. You don't get to see Magma the whole game and all of a sudden Aqua, they're just on the sideline. I want them both to be antagonists in the story. I want them both to be equal parts, if that makes sense. Also, I want an epic Rayquaza entrance. Now, if you ever played Emerald, you saw how Rayquaza entered when you got on top of the tower that you went to battle him. I can't wait to see that in 3D. I want that to be epic. I want there to be lightning. I want to see him kind of funnel out of the sky. I want that to be epic. I hope that Nintendo does that right. Rayquaza was my favorite legendary up to that point, and then it just went back to Mewtwo, because Mewtwo's the coolest. But, Rayquaza is definitely my second favorite legendary, but to see him spiral out of the clouds and just maybe let out a big roar and to even see the tower shake or something cool like that. I would love to see, now let me rephrase that, I want to see an epic Rayquaza showdown in the game. So, and I hope, I hope that to get to Rayquaza is different. I don't know about you, but I hated how you had to drive that bike through all those little paths, and if you didn't hit it perfectly, whoo, drop down a level or two. That just pissed me off. I remember actually doing that once, and then the second, or anytime I replayed the game, I used a cheat code to get to the top, because I just couldn't do it. It just grinded my gears to steal a line from Family Guy. Okay, another thing I want to see is I want the underwater experiences to be awesome. One of the things that, another thing that Hoenn brought us for the first time is not only could you surf at super slow speeds with the stupidest song that made you want to go out and kill a small animal, you got to go underwater, and that was cool. You know, I hope that the underwater experience in this is awesome, because I thought the underwater idea in Ruby and Sapphire at first, it was awesome, guys. I mean, never did we think that we'd actually get to go underwater and see this. I mean, I hope that, for instance, when we go underwater, I hope we can see like a Gyarados swim by, or a Sharpedo swim by, or we look behind us and oh my god, it's a whale lord. You know, I would love to see something like this. It's also kind of a nitpicky thing of me, like for Fly, I wish for once we just didn't press Fly and then it flew us to the Pokemon Center. I actually wish it showed us getting onto our Pokemon and we actually got to fly. I think that'd be really, really cool. Now, that's just me. I mean, that's always something I've wished for. So, hopefully with the underwater thing, we get to see something really, really cool. And they add a little something to it. So, hopefully the diving experiences will be really, really epic now that it's in 3D and getting remade. And the last thing that I have down here is I want to see an old legendary get added to the mix. Now, you saw in X and Y, at the very end of the game, when you beat the Pokemon League, what could you do? You could go to that Pokemon Village outside Snowbell City, I think the name of the city is, the one where all the snow was falling, and there was Mewtwo in that cave, and then whether you were playing X or whether you were playing Y, after you caught or stupid enough to kill Mewtwo and not save the game beforehand, and, you know, after you captured your Mewtwo, depending on which game you played, dictated what stone you got. You either got Mewtwo X stone or Mewtwo Y stone. So I would like to see this. So maybe, okay, we already got Celebi. If you get the Pokemon Bank before September something, you get a free Celebi. What if, now, this is, I know, way out there. This could possibly be just me daydreaming. What if, for the first time, we got Mewtwo in these? You see where I'm going with this? What if in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and, you know, what if they put Mew as a hidden Pokemon in the game that you could get after you beat the Hoenn League? Or maybe Deoxys. You know, obviously the Regis are going to be involved since it's the Hoenn region, and obviously Latios and Latias are going to be a part of the mix, and then Rayquaza is going to be a part of the mix, but what if they added Mew? Or they added Lugia or Ho-Oh? You know, what if they did something like that? Because, now again, this could be something that they just did to X and Y to introduce Mega Pokemon, and Mewtwo hadn't been seen in a game since Fire Red and Leaf Green, to where you could catch him without using some sort of hack. But What if they did something that they haven't done before and add Mew to the game? Or they bring back Lugia or Ho-Oh. I think that'd be really cool. Or bring back the three legendary... I always call them the three legendary dogs because the three of them look like dogs to me. Suicune, Raikou, and Entei. What if they bring one of them back? Or dare I say all of them? And I'm pretty sure there'll be a special event like they did with this game. Like when you got this game, if you got the game before... I think I still have the piece of paper in here. If you got it before... If you got it between October 12th, 2013, when these games came out, and January 15th, 2014, you got the special event Torchic. So what if for the special event for this, you have, another special event Pokemon? I'm pretty sure there'll be something. Maybe they'll give the Unova Pokemon, Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott Mega Evolutions. I sincerely hope not. I think I'd rather see Feraligatr, Meganium, and Typhlosion get Mega Evolutions before the Unova, which in the comment section below, tell me, what was your least favorite region? Because so far mine was Unova. Sinnoh wasn't great. I think Unova and Sino, however the fuck you say it, I think those were my least favorite too. I mean, what is this region called? God, I feel so bad. Explorer Majestic. I can't believe I forgot it. Alright. The region from this game, God, I'm the second I'm done recording this video, you know what? No. I'm gonna look at it right now. You know what? No, I'm not. The second this game is over, I'm gonna see what the name of this region is. I'm gonna go, dumbass. But the region from X and Y, Hoenn, and then the original is probably my top 3, if I had to guess. Johto was good. But Sinnoh and Unova, I think, were probably the bottom 2 on almost everybody's list. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, Diamond and Pearl, I didn't really like that much. I thought Platinum was excellent. And then Black and White, they were good games. I thought the different spinoff that the bad guy at the end turned out that he was a good guy, or however you want to look at it, was different. But let's just quietly forget this is a thing. I mean, this was a bust. I mean, Kyurem mixed with Zekrom. Zekrom is a badass. Kyurem is ugly as sin. Kyurem, it's like someone took Hillary Clinton, mixed it with Frankenstein, and Jim Belushi, and what's that other ugly-ass guy I'm thinking of? I don't know. Picture the 4 ugliest people you know. That's what Kyurem looks like. Yeah, I mean, Gary Busey, that's what I was thinking of. So take Hillary Clinton, Gary Busey, Jim Belushi, and Frankenstein, mix the 4 of them together, and that's what you get. So that's kind of my hopes and wishes for Omega Roofy. Omega Roofy? Omega Roofy, the drug that Omega will get you laid. Well, I'm thrown in jail. But these are my hopes for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So tell me, what is something that you're looking for in the next series of Pokemon games? Guys, I almost got out of Pokemon right here. I'm glad I didn't, because I had to buy a 3DS literally just to play these games. So I'm glad that I still stuck around. So, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, I hope you hit it out of the park like you did with these, because I think it's fair to say these are probably everyone's favorite Pokemon games that you've ever released. But that's, just maybe an observation. So in the comment section below, tell me which one was your favorite series that they released. Was it the Kanto games? Was it the Johto games? The Hoenn games? The Sinnoh? The Unova games? What? Tell me what your favorite series is. And also tell me what your least favorite series is. And on all of these points, tell me what you think of. I'll go through them one more time. Number 1, do not give me an exact copy-paste from the original Game Boy Advance. I want to see a different spin on this story. 2, give me some more Mega Pokemon. The ones I named that I'd like to see are Metagross, Salamence, Sharpedo, and Zangoose. Tell me which are some that you'd like to see. They don't have to be just from the Hoenn region. Tell me of of a Pokemon that you want to see a Mega Evolution of and hope that it will get dropped in this game. I want to see Team Magma and Team Aqua on one side. Basically, they're both equally bad guys in the game. I want to see an epic Rayquaza entrance, and I didn't say this, but I also want to see an epic Groudon and Kyogre entrance as well. Maybe like Groudon crawling out of the lava, Kyogre shooting out of the ocean, whatever. My fifth one was I want unique and epic underwater experiences. And 6, my final one, is I want to see an old legendary brought back into the game like Mewtwo was in X and Y. So those are my hopes and wishes for Alpha Ruby and Omega. Good God. For the new Ruby and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. You know what? From now on, guys, that's just what I'm going to call them. So tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what your hopes are. Tell me what your wishes are. Are you going to buy Ruby or are you going to buy Sapphire? Are you going to buy them both? I already have them pre-ordered both. So, I mean, it was a given for me. If I'm going to get one, I'm going to get the other. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, thumbs up this video for me. Please share all of your thoughts in the comment section below. And I will see you guys later.